Have you ever stopped to think about how really intense discipline from one part of your life could, like, totally change how you succeed somewhere else,
Yeah.
somewhere completely unexpected? It's often these origins of expertise that really blow you away. Today, we're doing a deep dive into the, well, pretty insane origins of Kenji.
Yeah.
He's this figure who kind of bridges the world of martial arts and cannabis cultivation. It sounds wild, right? We've got this whole stack of notes here, articles, bits of research, personal accounts, or nug notes that map out his journey from like a super disciplined dojo kid to this legendary cultivation code master.
Yeah, and this isn't just going to be a timeline like this happened, then this happened. Our mission here is really to get under the surface, to understand the core values, these surprising links, and just the sheer dedication that built Kenji's legacy. We're going to see how things like discipline, precision, that real eye for authenticity, how they were part of him way before he, ever grew a single plant.
Definitely. And as we unpack this, it gets really interesting. There's this surprising connection to Cypress Hill and the intense process behind strains you might know, like Bubba Kush and Insane OG. Plus, how Kenji helped kind of merge cannabis with wellness, even performance.
Right.
Okay, let's unpack this, because Kenji's story is, well, it's basically a masterclass in how personal values can shape a whole industry. So let's start right at the source. Kenji's upbringing, he grew up in L.A., part of a Shotokan karate family.
Right, deep roots there.
And Shotokan, for anyone who doesn't know, it's not just about fighting moves. It's a whole discipline. It really emphasizes character, patience, precision, respect.
Yeah.
These were drilled in the dojo.
Constantly, through repetition, through kata.
Exactly. So you have to wonder, how do these, ancient principles end up being so crucial in something totally different, like cannabis cultivation?
Well, that's the fascinating part, isn't it? It's how those Shotokan disciplines translate almost directly. Think about martial arts, the focus, the repetition to perfect one tiny movement, the balance, the form. That's exactly what high-level cultivation demands. You need incredible patience, right? Waiting for the plant. You need precision in every single input, light, water, nutrients. And you need respect for the process, for the plant itself. It's that meticulous attention to detail, that pursuit of the ideal form, just like perfecting a kata. It transferred directly.
It's amazing groundwork, really. And it wasn't long before these values kind of collided with other things happening in L.A.
Right.
Which brings us to the early 90s. This is where he connects with Be Real from Cypress Hill.
Yeah, pivotal connection.
And it wasn't just through music, which is what you might assume. It was actually martial arts again that brought them together, sort of this blending of cultures happening.
Exactly. And it wasn't just a casual thing. That friendship, it grew into a real partnership. Kenji was already growing by 91, applying that, ingrained discipline. Then, by 96, his dedication goes global. Our notes show him specifically in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, okay.
Yeah, chasing seeds and genetics. He wasn't just trying to grow weed. He was trying to understand its origins, its genetic potential, way before the legal market made that easier.
So he was like a historian almost, seeking out the source.
In a way, yeah. That pursuit of authenticity, that was deep-seated. He wanted the real deal, the roots.
Okay, so he does this global search, comes back to California, and lands right in the middle of this huge shift, the Bubba Kush wave.
Oh, yeah, a massive wave.
And he wasn't just watching it happen, he was in it, actively hunting phenos. Can you explain pheno hunting quickly for those who might not know?
Sure. So pheno hunting is like searching for treasure within a single genetic line. You grow out, say, 100 seeds from the same parents, but each plant expresses itself slightly differently. That's its phenotype or pheno. You're looking for that one special one with the perfect smell, taste, effect, growth pattern, whatever. It takes incredible dedication. You got to evaluate every single one.
Right. And the notes say seeds from the OG Bubba crew, this kind of tight circle of pioneers, they ended up with Kenji and eventually flowered at Be Real's house.
That's a key moment. Collaboration, discovery, and this is where you see Kenji really shift from just being a skilled grower to becoming a genuine tastemaker.
Defining the next wave.
Exactly. While everyone else was just enjoying the ride, he was helping steer it. And then comes his dedication to OG. Hype cycles and cannabis move fast, new strains pop up constantly, but Kenji, he stayed locked on OG, refining it for decades.
Decades, wow.
Yeah, decades. Smoke tested meticulously, but only within tight circles, trusted people. While Kush was becoming king, his name started carrying real weight among cultivators who knew quality wasn't about hype.
So his reputation was built purely on the work, on the quality.
Absolutely. Word of mouth among those who knew.
And that dedication to OG, that refinement over years, it leads to something iconic. What started as maybe Kenji Kush informally.
Right, among the inner circle.
It evolved into insane OG. And this wasn't just rebranding, it was a specific documented lineage, an S1 of the original Josh D OG cut.
And that S1 part is critical. It means it's a self-pollinated first generation from that original legendary Josh D mother plant. It guarantees genetic closeness, purity. It's about preserving that true line.
Okay, so running that same phenos, that specific S1, for over 20 years, what does that actually signify?
It signifies an almost unbelievable commitment to perfection. Think about it resisting every urge to chase the new shiny thing, the next hype strain. Instead, he dedicated himself to fully understanding and optimizing one specific expression of OG. For 2 decades, it became the absolute flagship under Dr. Greenthumb's.
Right.
So insane OG wasn't hype, it was lineage. Refined, perfected lineage. It speaks volumes about his focus, his code.
And speaking of Dr. Greenthumbs, that's the next big chapter, right?
Raise reputation.
His reputation is solid, built on this insane dedication.
Pun intended, maybe.
Huh? Yeah, maybe. So he steps in as head of cultivation for Dr. Greenthumb, basically taking Be Real's big vision for a top-tier brand and making it real on a large scale.
Which is a massive leap. Growing for yourself or a small circle is one thing. Scaling that kind of quality, that's a whole different game. And Kenji's hand was crucial there. He literally set the standard. From choosing the phenos, through the whole grow process, drying, curing, right down to the final jars.
Total quality control.
Total quality control. And that's why the Dr. Greenthumb shops got that reputation. They were dropping insane strains, yes, but these strains carried that legacy cred into the legal market.
What do you mean by legacy cred?
It means they brought the authenticity and trust built up over years in the pre-legalization world, the legacy market, into the new legal dispensaries. Many brands couldn't bridge that gap. Dr. Greenthumb's did, largely thanks to Kenji ensuring the quality matched the name. It showed one person's values could define a whole commercial brand.
So his influence just kept expanding. It wasn't just contained in the grow rooms anymore.
Not at all.
Building on that Dr. Greenthumb success, he helped push the insane brand even further, like outside of dispensaries. We saw it on High Rollers Jiu-Jitsu mats.
Which circles right back to his martial arts roots.
Exactly. And at music festivals. It was this deliberate blend of weed, wellness, and performance, kind of challenging old ideas.
Yeah, showing cannabis could belong in these other spaces too. Discipline, focus, lifestyle. And that naturally flowed into Craft Cartel, which he co-founded with his friend, Arthur Isagolian.
Craft Cartel, okay. What was the idea behind that?
The core ethos was authenticity and creativity. Their motto really says it all: no borrowed credibility and audio matches video.
Yeah.
Meaning, what you see is what you get. It's real, it's original, no smoke and mirrors. Just like his approach to genetics, find the authentic source, refine it, present it honestly.
So that same code applied to design, media, everything.
Everything, every drop, every collab, it had to be authentic, stand on its own merit. It was about blending design, media, culture, but always rooted in that originality, extending his core values into this broader lifestyle space.
Man, when you trace it all back, Kenji's really more than a grower. He's like, he's a bridge.
That's a good way to put it.
His path goes from dojo roots straight through Cypress Hill tours, from watching Bubba's rise to actually creating and perfecting insane OG over decades. It's just consistent dedication.
And it really proves that cultivation, when done at that level, it's this mix. It's equal parts craft, culture, and code.
Craft, culture, and code. I like that.
Yeah, it's not just farming, it's not just science, it's not just art, it's all of it guided by principles. The core message from all our notes really is crystal clear. Discipline made the dojo dedication made insane OG.
Wow. A powerful through line.
Definitely. It shows how those foundational things, if you stick to them, can lead to something truly remarkable.
So thinking about this whole story, what's the takeaway for everyone listening? I think Kenji's journey just hammers home how vital discipline is and how these unexpected collaborations can spark something amazing. But ultimately, it's that relentless chase for quality that defines mastery.
Right.
It really shows how passion, when you temper it with that kind of discipline, it can genuinely transform a whole field.
And maybe it illustrates that mastery isn't just about what you achieve, what you grow. It's about the how how you grow as a person. And where those lessons come from might surprise you. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Where else could that kind of focused discipline from one area unlock potential somewhere totally different in your own life?
That's a really interesting thought to leave people with. What's your personal code? What disciplines have you maybe cultivated somewhere unexpected? And how might they be shaping what you're doing right now?
Mm.
Definitely something to think about. Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Kenji's amazing story.